Welcome back to another Q&A with us, the British Fist.
Okay.
This is Q&A number 99, people. You know what that means, don't you? Yes, 99, one away from the Q&A 100. I can't believe we've nearly done 100 Q&As, NJ. That's amazing.
100 times and 100 times fun.
Yes, 100 times fun. I guess you could say it's 100 times 100 times fun, which is actually 100,000 times fun. I'm Mr. Parkin. This guy sitting next to me is NJ. You're having a bit of a problem there with the maths, NJ, are you?
What's up?
What's up? That usually gets rid of the maths pain. Please like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts on the questions we've answered down in the comment section below.
And please keep the questions coming by sending them in the links in the description box below.
Indeed. So let's go straight onto this Q&A. We addressed all the relevant questions on the last Q&A. We're going to continue on as normal in this Q&A with iRod4545. Do you think John Cena will have a long title reign and beat Punk's record of 434 days? Or will Ryback be put over early to become the next champion by SummerSlam or Survivor Series? I highly doubt John Cena will do another long title reign. What's the point, is my question.
The way I see it is that, yes, John Cena is #1 in the WWE, but they still need to give the other wrestlers something special in their career. So I think, so far, yes, CM Punk's got The Undertaker over John Cena, but that's probably going to change. So I think keeping CM Punk with the 434 days is CM Punk's special thing. So I don't see John Cena beating that.
They just need to give the belt to Ryback as soon as possible, in my opinion.
Right.
Klaus and Joel Lopez. British Fist. That's us. Since Rey Mysterio won the World Heavyweight Championship because of Eddie Guerrero's death, then who do you think should have won the Royal Rumble 2006 match and win the World Heavyweight Championship match at WrestleMania 22 if Eddie never died? And where would Rey Mysterio's career be if Eddie Guerrero never died? I don't think Rey Mysterio would have been as big of a star if Eddie hadn't have died. He definitely wouldn't have run the Royal Rumble 2006 match. They had a massive storyline there with him being great friends with Eddie. And I still think Rey Mysterio would be a star, but he would never have won the World Heavyweight Championship on that night. I think it would have been someone like Orton or something like that, personally.
I think with me, I'm not the biggest Rey Mysterio fan. So when he got that, I understood it for the reason of Eddie Guerrero. But I think if Eddie Guerrero didn't pass, Rey Mysterio would have got another opportunity to go for the World Heavyweight. I would have given it to Orton.
Anvil Pro 100. Between Jimmy Hart, Paul Bearer, ignore recent events for this one, Mr. Fuji and Paul Heyman, who was the best, worst, and most annoying manager overall? Well, Jimmy Hart was kind of annoying, but he was awesome. Paul Bearer was always awesome. Paul Heyman was always awesome. Mr. Fuji, I didn't see that much of. So that's my opinion on that one, Anvil Pro 100.
I say the best out of all of them, I'm going to give to Paul Heyman. Annoying, I say Jimmy Hart, even though he was good at being annoying.
Which is essentially what a heel's all about. Jamie O'Halloran. Do you think WWE and TNA are getting rid of their monster heels, etc.? Kane, Tensai, and Robbie T? Yeah, maybe. TNA generally haven't really pushed monster heels, so the question really should be, is WWE... really, I mean, Matt Morgan's going nowhere. Robbie T's now a face. Kane isn't really as good as Taker's not there, even though he was a babyface. So Ryback could be a monster heel if they make him that way.
I think WWE, yes, all the monster heels that got me into wrestling, they used in a monstrous way, have suddenly died, and it's a shame because Kane was top of the monster range there in TNA. I say Matt Morgan's slowly trying to come back. So maybe they'll relive that. But right now, both companies are failing to have their monster.
I think it's just because of the lack of charismatic monster characters around anymore, personally. And when was the last time Developmental gave us a monster character? Well, not, or really never. Not since FCW started, anyway. Gia Carbetti 47. How would you book the split up of the Shield? Well, we wouldn't have it happen. I wouldn't have it happen for a while yet, but I think it would just get to the point where one of them would think they were the leader and the other two wouldn't like that, something like that. As long as just so you can push one of them as a baby face. I think out of all of them, maybe Roman Reigns, and then the other two you could still keep as heels.
My creative way was going to be similar to that, but then I thought, why not have it comes to one of the Royal Rumbles one year, and they're like getting to the final few, and they end up having to, well, I want to win this, eliminate, and just make them feel like they're superior one that's going to go far. Now that person be the one they concentrate on.
Some good idea, NJ. What are your thoughts on Sean Zhu and his homeless stunt? We don't dwell in drama, I'm afraid.
And not many people like him, hence Terminator NJ.
At what point, on and on and on, right? He goes on and on and on. At what point did you think the WWE realized they would make a fin out of Undertaker's WrestleMania streak? They probably didn't realize they had it until about the 8th time. I think when he faced Triple H at WrestleMania 17. I think at that point they knew they had something, and then the streak was, and you notice how the streak was a much bigger deal after WrestleMania 17.
You could say it was because of Triple H, because he does make things happen in the WWF, WWE. But I think it's obviously the crowd reaction. As every WrestleMania came, probably the crowd reaction will always be on Undertaker, because the WWE picked up on that and thought they would build something from that, hence why the streak grew from there.
Do you think the on and on and on theme that THS made Terminator NJ could catch on as much as the Fandango theme is right now?
By far.
I think it could. Macho Man goes to Hall of Fame or Sandow becomes the world champ. Which happens first? I don't think Macho Man is ever going to get into the Hall of Fame, mainly because of his brother making ridiculous demands. So I'd say Sandow becoming world champion.
I'd say, even though I do believe in Sandow, I'd say with Triple H, because we never thought Bruno had gotten to where he is, but I think with Triple H did everything he could. I think if he did the same thing here, it could happen. I believe in that.
Yeah, the thing is, though, the San Martino stuff was more to do with the fact that WWE actually implemented, they were getting rid of the steroid usage, whereas Randy Savage's brother is making ridiculous demands that he wants to be in the Hall of Fame when he doesn't even deserve it. So I think, that's just my opinion. Sweet Latte 18. Do you think Undertaker would break character and induct Paul Bearer into the WWE Hall of Fame? Well, best person to induct Paul Bearer would be Undertaker. You never know, they may go in the Hall of Fame together.
I'd say Brother Destruction, both Kane and Undertaker, because there's both relations here. They both have storylines with Paul Bearer. So I'd say Brother Destruction to do this. And I think Taker's half, yes, he should be himself doing it. And Kane, well, he wears a mask, so I think they could both do it.
What's your favourite Paul Bearer moment? Definitely, was it Bad Blood 97 where Kane made his debut? That was brilliant.
The cement thing was quite funny, because the way Undertaker would be screaming out for help and he would just stay there.
Where would you rank him as one of the greatest WWE managers on the WWE Greatest Managers list? He's definitely up there. I mean, he managed Kane and Undertaker.
He's close to Paul Heyman, Eric Bischoff, so he's up that range. He's quite high, yes.
Can you name top 4-star matches The Rock had in WWE? Austin at WrestleMania 17, Triple H at SummerSlam 1998, Mankind at Royal Rumble 99, and him and Austin at 19 was a 4-star match in my opinion, and WrestleMania 15 was a 4-star match. I'd say, and his match with Triple H at Backlash 2000 I think was also a good match. Also the one he had with Kurt Angle at No Way Out 2000 was a pretty good match. No Way Out 2001 was a good match. So there's a lot there. Rock had some damn good matches in the Attitude Era.
Yeah, Rock's believed to be one of the best. I think most of his matches would be seen in a high-star range, so you can name quite a lot of Rock's matches.
I think I pretty much named most of them. And do you think Rock and Sock should have one more match together, and against who? With The Rock being the draw that he is, he won't really ever wrestle on free TV, so I think, although it would be nice, I don't think it will happen. Mick Foley's not fit enough to go in the ring anyway. So
I'd say with Rock's recent return of being a main eventer, I think if Mick Foley ever came back, they'd have 2 separate jobs to do in their time in the WWE. To put them back together, it'll only be for a Raw moment. It won't be for a match.
Anvil 50X. Who do you think is the greatest storyteller in WWE history? Oh, wow. There's so many choices here. You could say Shawn Michaels, because he could work so many different styles. You could say Hulk Hogan, because he always got the crowd mad. You could say Stone Cold Steve Austin, because he was one of the greatest anti-heroes of all time. You could even say a guy like Triple H as a heel was a great storyteller. Mick Foley was a great storyteller. Jake the Snake Roberts, the Macho Man Randy Savage, Ric Flair. There are so many people that were great storytellers.
If I had to give this storytelling to someone, I think it is definitely going to go to Shawn Michaels, because the way he grew up and the way he would do this. Most of his feuds had reason behind it, and what he did in the ring helped the storyline to come alive in many different aspects.
I've got a good one. Vince McMahon, great storyteller, corporate heel, very good storyteller in my opinion. Not because of his wrestling, but because of the way he was acting in the ring and the way he was, the way he got over as a heel. Which dream match would you want to see most? Austin versus Hogan, Rock versus Michaels, or Hart versus Angle? Wow, you've given us 3 fucking great matches there.
I can see mine straight away.
What's that?
My one straight away is Rock and Michaels.
Oh, I totally agree with you. I'd love to see Hart and Angle. But Rock and Michaels, if Michaels was around during the Attitude Era, that would have been a WrestleMania main event, in my opinion.
The thing is, they've had The Rock and Triple H feud go on, but during that time, Shawn Michaels was never there to be involved with The Rock, so I thought they've missed opportunities in the past. They could have made it happen, but the way I see it, that would be my dream match, just because of the way they could fight against each other for many different reasons.
Do you know what? I'd actually, thinking about it now, you've gone with Rock and Michaels. Austin and Hogan, simply because they were both big stars of two of the biggest eras in wrestling, in my opinion. That would be a great match to see. Howard Starr. Whatever happened to fun gimmicks in the WWE? Well,
they've tried.
They've tried. I mean, they're trying. It's just the fact of the matter is they don't appeal to us because we're adults and we like more serious wrestling characters. So it's more based on who they're appealing to rather than the fact that there isn't any, because there are fun gimmicks. I mean, I found the Funkasaurus gimmick quite fun to begin with. The Usos gimmick is quite fun, but they don't appeal to adults. They appeal to more casual fans and kids.
I think the WWE, the way to fix that and make what we're saying backfire back into us is bring back the characters that worked. Bring back the Boogeyman. Bring back Rikishi. Have them have a run, even if for a year, a few months. Bring that back and it'll fire us back at us.
Rico the Spanish G, SA. How would you book Magnus's current run in TNA? I would definitely, the first thing I'd do is have him beat Devon for that TV title. Give him a long TV title run. Have him feud against guys in Aces and Eights or something like that. Just get him on TV every week and give him some damn wins, because he could be, the TNA go to England all the time. He could be a world champion in England and draw British people. They have a massive relationship with the UK TNA. Why not make Magnus into a star? He's probably the best UK guy they have right now.
Well, I look at Magnus and think that he starts to go somewhere, fails to go somewhere, goes somewhere. So I think the TNA should definitely look at this and think, okay, why do we keep dropping him? How can we fix this? Because I think, yes, the tag team thing got him on TV, but then after that, they dropped him. And I think, why? Find out why you drop him each time you start to push him.
I think TV title is doing nothing right now. Give him a TV title. Easy. The Random Girl 95. List your favourite to least favourite women managers. Oh, okay. Miss Elizabeth, Sensational Sherry, Sunny, Sable, Lita, and Melina. God, they're all good managers.
Well, if I go with my first two, I can see two straight away. Well, three straight away. We go with Lita. Love the Edge stuff. Love the Hardy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Sable, when she got involved with Vince McMahon, and then she did a lot there. And Miss Elizabeth.
Miss Elizabeth is one of those special ones, and she was, she didn't really seem like she belonged in the wrestling industry, but she actually really did her part for Macho Man, and especially the Hogan storyline as well. Sensational Sherry was a good women's manager. I didn't see much of her work. Sunny, I was never really a massive fan of, and Melina, she was sexy when she was with Eminem, but that was it. Exactly. I wouldn't be able to do what she does, but I'd love that position. WWE 6636. Do you think CM Punk is a better wrestler than Shawn Michaels? No. I don't think you can say Shawn Michaels is worse than CM Punk. Shawn Michaels had so much more in his repertoire to CM Punk, in my opinion.
Even though we do say that CM Punk is working his ass off, Shawn Michaels worked through injuries, we've been told before. I think the way he performs is in a bit more of a different way to CM Punk's style. Definitely. So I'd say, I'm not taking it away from either wrestler, but I think Shawn Michaels holds on to something different to CM Punk.
Yeah, I think people who think CM Punk is a better wrestler than Shawn Michaels need to really learn the history a little bit. I'll just say that. And do you think CM Punk versus Shawn Michaels would have been a great WrestleMania feud? Oh yeah, Mr. WrestleMania versus CM Punk, that could have been a great feud.
I think Shawn Michaels and CM Punk is a match that, especially when CM Punk hit the main event scene, Shawn Michaels being there because he is good at putting people over, giving people big WrestleMania matches. I'd say it's a match that happened. RGP Rich Porter. I always have trouble pronouncing that name. I don't know why. Mr. Parkin, can you pair up the belts with football trophies? Oh, this is an interesting one. Okay, the WWE Championship would be Europe. That would be the Champions League. World Heavyweight would be Europa League. IC Championship. That would be the Premiership. US Championship would be FA Cup, like you mentioned there. The LDV Vans Trophy would be the Divas Championship. The Tag Team Championship would probably be the League Cup, and I'll just leave it at that.
Also, he asked, should the WWE disband the Divas division and turn the good ones into managers or ring girls? There are certain Divas they could make into good managers and valets. In the Divas division, they're not really doing anything with it now, so I don't see why maybe you should just get rid of it.
Well, last time I answered a question related to this, I said that they should stick to photography and get their modelling career and all that within the WWE. Yes, some people complain, but that's the only thing that the WWE seemed to concentrate them on. Like, they had a whole Diva page full of them doing modelling and bikini stuff, and that was their thing every week. Wrestling, yes, they get the odd match here and there. Yes, some of them are good performers, but the WWE just don't know how to book them.
Very true. Laurel Lewis, well, as wrestling talents anyway. Laurel Lewis, what wrestling t-shirts do you both own? Oh, I have a TNA Lockdown t-shirt, which I love. I have a Sting t-shirt. I have an Austin Aries t-shirt, a CM Punk t-shirt, and a Cody Rhodes t-shirt. But that is nothing compared to how many fucking t-shirts this guy has. How many Triple H shirts have you got?
I've got about 5 now. I've got WrestleMania 25, 26. I've got...
You've got Aces and Eights.
Ace and Eights. I've got Kane's, DX. Yeah, so a large collection, and there's still more to come.
Yeah, hopefully more to come with me as well. You'll probably see some more of those in our videos. I'm hoping that at Lockdown, Bully Ray reveals as the Ace and Eights leader. What about you guys? Yeah, well, this was a little bit outdated, but you know what? Looking back at it now, at the time I would have said it was predictable, but judging by the way they did the storyline, it was the right thing to do. So I'd say, looking back at it now, definitely the right thing to do. Reinvigorated TNA a little bit as well, in my opinion.
I look at this and I still think that it's like it's been. You're not going to see the similarity until I've explained it. But the 8 and 8 angle from that point, from that pay-per-view, is a bit like Money in the Bank. As soon as he was revealed as the leader, the 8 and 8 start to pick up. As soon as someone wins the World Heavyweight Championship, their career picks up. So to be honest, I think the 8 and 8 only got better thanks to Buddy Ray. So yes, Buddy Ray being revealed is a good thing, but I'm not buying it. The TNA used Buddy Ray to fix the 8 and 8's problem.
It's funny how one person can fix a massive problem, isn't it? Shows you how good Bully Ray is. What divisions would you add and get rid of in WWE or TNA? Well, in TNA, get rid of...
Knockout tags straight away.
I was going to say knockout tags, actually. WWE, get rid of the Divas division. Fuck it. You might as well get rid of the US Championship. You might as well just combine it all into an IC Championship.
And I think... Okay, TNA quickly. They had all these pay-per-views. One of them was the X Division build-up stuff, you know. So I think, to be honest, you could use the TV title if they were repackaged it and made it the proper mid-card belt and got rid of the X Division and just made the mid-card the TV title, because they're not really concentrating on the X Division as much as they should.
But I do think that the X Division is a very important cornerstone of TNA. You can't really get rid of that, in my opinion. If you two were a tag team in WWE or TNA, how would you get together and what would your gimmick be and who would turn heel on who? Well, our team, we would obviously be British Fist, as that's how we're well known. We'd portray ourselves as complete and utter smarks in wrestling, and who would turn heel on who? I don't know if I could have the heart to turn heel on you, NJ. So I think you'd have to do it. So you would turn heel on me, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's fine. And that answers that question. Mega Roy Green, what do you think would happen if Cena pulled a Hardy at Victory Road at WrestleMania? Nothing. It would probably be go on a break for a couple of months and be back in the same spot because WWE couldn't survive without him. As in, go out to the ring stoned and drunk and have a 1-minute main event.
I can see that happening.
At to Ghost Burhans. Oh yeah, Twitter question. Here we go. What would you rather see at WrestleMania 30? John Cena versus Stone Cold or Punk versus Stone Cold? Definitely Punk versus Stone Cold because there's more of a story there. It's not because I think Punk versus Stone Cold will necessarily be a better match. I just think there is a much better backstory and you could do much more with the characters involved.
I think more people are interested in seeing Punk versus Stone Cold just because of the way CM Punk is and the way Stone Cold would make CM Punk work. Austin and Cena, it's just another big match for Cena. I don't think he should have that compared to what we could see from Punk and Austin.
Well, if they did Cena versus Stone Cold, it would be the top guy from the current era versus the top guy from the Attitude Era, which wouldn't be a bad draw, in my opinion. It's draw versus match quality that we're looking at, really. Although CM Punk versus Stone Cold, I think, would be a draw because of Stone Cold, not because of CM Punk. At Parlium 3NT Funk, Who is your favorite Samoan Token specific Islander gimmick wrestler? You're right. Okay, Yokozuna. Could you count Yokozuna as one? Umanga. That was a good
Rock.
Rikishi was a great wrestler. There were a shit ton of people like that, especially from the Samoan region. I must admit the Rikishi gimmick was good when it was really hot but too cool. Any others you can think of?
I'm going to stick with Rock and Umaga.
Okay, then that's the end of another Q&A. With us, the British Fist.
Good drink.
Keep saying in your questions, and hopefully these Q&As will maybe get a little bit shorter, so we don't bore you as much. Even though you can't be bored by this, surely. And then, Jay, do you want to just provide some outro for that massively botched line I just did there, where I sounded like an egotistical wanker?
No, goodbye.
Well, thanks for covering that up.